Hey guys, I think I'm starting another pregnancy vlog right now. I'm so out of breath. I literally just like walk up the stairs and I'm out of breath. This is a situation that I have been putting off and procrastinating for like way too long, and you guys are gonna see evidence of that. I've showed like peeks of this room and the stuff in it like periodically throughout the vlogs and on Instagram and stuff like that. But it's a little out of hand now, kind of intentionally. I'm gonna show it to you guys. I'm gonna just like completely blow up my own spot because it's like, it literally looks like a bomb went off in here. Like somebody blew up Bye Bye Baby and this is the debris and the fallout. It is so ridiculous in here, and mind you, this is not the nursery. The nursery is across the hall. This is like just an empty room. Like before I was pregnant, the only thing in this room was this desk. And now you guys are gonna see what this room looks like since becoming pregnant, and it kind of just started off as like a little bit of a catch-all to like keep things organized, and it has since evolved to something so bananas. The good thing is it's like fairly organized. That's the one thing that I will say. It is like an organized mess. It won't look like it to you guys probably, but like everything, I know how things are categorized, and I know where everything is. As like crazy as it looks, and I will show you in literally like a second, I know where everything is. I know how it's organized. Still not in any like level of acceptable condition, and this room is supposed to be empty, right? Like my kid has a nursery across the hall. All this stuff needs to get into the nursery. Obviously probably a couple things are gonna stay in here, like the bigger boxed items until we open them, but honestly I'd like to get them in there too. This room should be empty. I shouldn't have a nursery and then another room of baby stuff. There's no reason to have 2 rooms full of stuff for this kid. So I'm gonna show you all this and then I'm gonna kind of like explain it a little bit, which I'm gonna hopefully attack it mostly today. It's like a super rainy, dreary day, so I just kind of want to like jump into this head first and get as much done as I can. This is the current situation of this room. And like I said, it's an organized mess for the most part. Mainly what I need to do today is just like filter through and figure out what I need, what I don't need. Like for example, I just ordered like a ton of swaddles. Like there's probably 15 swaddles right there. I need to like figure out what swaddles I'm keeping, which ones I don't probably need. These clothes are all kind of organized into sizes, and then that box is like accessories like socks and hats and stuff. And then over here there's just a ton of stuff, like kind of like I said, bigger box things. And then over here it looks like Bye Bye Baby threw up over here, but it's fairly organized. Like there are sections, but obviously like nothing can stay like this, right? Like obviously like these things need to be washed, put where they're gonna go, organized, folded, put away. I've just been like slowly accumulating stuff over the like 6 months that I've been pregnant at this point, and this is, you know, where we're at. Over here obviously we have the car seat, we have tons of diapers, we have a humidifier, that's the car seat box, so like I don't know, I could probably put that back in there or something. I have stuff over here, like I'm starting to collect kind of like postpartum stuff over here, pads, diapers, like the different kind of medicated pads. There's some clothes under here that's probably like going home outfit type stuff. So there's just everything everywhere. I have some like boxes and bags put aside over here for just helping like organize and transporting stuff from this room to his room. Obviously this is just like completely out of control. I mean, they say babies need a lot of stuff. I probably have gone like slightly overboard, which I feel like is maybe to be expected of a first time mom. And mind you, this is clothes up to like 24 months. Like I don't have a ton of that stuff, but this is stuff not just for very young baby. Like this is stuff for all over the place. So a lot of it's got to go in the closet, it's got to go in the dresser drawers, things have to go in the bathroom, bottles have to go in the kitchen. Like everything just needs to be addressed. So I seriously have my work cut out for me, as y'all can tell, which is probably also why you can tell I've been kind of like procrastinating on this, because it's almost like I don't know where to start. The good thing is I know what's in here. I've been doing a good job of keeping like an inventory. I have like I've mentioned this in a vlog before, I have kind of like an Excel spreadsheet more or less, just in a Google Doc of like the different size clothes like across the top. Newborn, 0 to 3 month, 3 to 6, and then the type of clothes along the side, like onesies and sleepers and swaddles and stuff like that. So I've been keeping track of how much of everything I have, so I know what's here. But I also know I probably have a little bit like too much of certain things, or maybe not enough of other things. And that's why I want to start going through this stuff, kind of like reacquainting myself with what's in here and what I have, and then kind of deciding like, do I have too much of this stuff? For example, like I went through the accessories before, which is why y'all saw that box, and I think I had like 22 pairs of socks, and my girlfriend was like, yeah, I think we have like 6 pairs of socks, and I'm like, oh, So 22 pairs is too much. So things like that where I just kind of like bought things like when I saw them on a good deal or something, and now I'm realizing I've kind of accumulated a good amount, and then I want to start getting stuff like in its final destination. His room is completely done. The nursery's been done since I was like 18 weeks or something like that. We had the nursery done so early. It's just kind of like bare bones in there in terms of like the closet is ready to go. There's like storage unit in there. There's little bins, there's hangers. His dresser is ready to go. I have like dresser dividers and drawer organizers. It's ready to go and like accept all this stuff, but it's a matter of like getting this stuff into that room. I think I do have a good idea how I want to organize it. I've watched like some videos and read some blogs of like good ideas of ways to organize the dresser, what to hang, what to fold. And then obviously I want to wash a good amount of it, but I don't want to wash too much just in case we don't end up using it. For example, especially newborn stuff. I don't know how big this baby's gonna be, of course, when he's born, so we might need a lot of newborn stuff for a few weeks. We might need newborn stuff only for a couple of days, a week or two. So obviously if I end up having a ton too much stuff, I definitely want to at least be able to have the option to return it. And that's just clothes, right? And then we have bottles and bibs and washcloths and toys and baby carriers and bathtubs and diaper bags. And I need to eventually figure out, okay, how am I storing this stuff in the bathroom, and you know, put everything in like little bins, like the shampoo, the conditioner, the like kind of first aid stuff that you need, all that kind of stuff. It's just like a big huge mess in here. Now that y'all have seen the before, I'm gonna just kind of like get to it. I'm not gonna like film me sitting there and going through it because that's just gonna be like the most boring footage of all time. But I'll update y'all as I go. We'll let you know what decisions I have made. I will maybe ask some questions that hopefully y'all can give me some insight on if you have mom and child experience, whether you're like a mom, you're an aunt, you're a grandma. I could use definitely all the help and advice I could get when it comes to organization and, you know, what I need, what I don't need, stuff like that. So I'll give y'all an update once I've made some progress. All right, I'm here to check in, looking slightly more put together. I just showered, threw on a tiny bit of makeup. We're gonna go on like a little date night later on. And I have been in here for a while and I haven't made a ton of progress, but it looks better. I kind of got this situation a little more situated, and I'm starting to set aside some things I'll probably be bringing to the hospital, like going home outfit, things like that potentially. But look at the floor over here. This is huge progress. Ken put the car seat back in the box so that that's like a little more situated. We don't have that giant box in the car seat here. And then I went through all the swaddles, and I actually took a lot of advice from y'all on Instagram. I like posted what I have, what I think I need, and then kind of like made decisions, and I got rid of a couple swaddles, like I'm gonna return them, but I kept a good amount as well. And I'll show y'all what I'm keeping and how I'm organizing it probably in a different vlog. And then I went through all the newborn clothes, which is why this whole area, like this is completely open now, which it was not before. I'm just so torn when it comes to newborn stuff because it's like, I don't know what size he's gonna be, how long he's gonna be wearing newborn clothes. Plus like 0 to 3 month, I feel like you can typically get away with from a pretty young age, but I know sometimes for some babies the 0 to 3 month will be way too big. So I didn't want to have like too much newborn stuff, but I didn't want to have like none. I made a couple cuts and then definitely stuck with a good amount of stuff. And then I moved all the swaddles into their home, and then same thing with the newborn stuff. I like folded it. I haven't washed any of it because I kind of want to wait on that. I want to like leave tags on just in case. And then obviously I'll wash the stuff I'm bringing to the hospital, but I folded it up, put it like in its like permanent home, and then I have to put this stuff on new hangers. And obviously once I wash the stuff, I'll fold it a little bit better. I did that, and then I discovered I did like such a dumb thing, and I had one of those little wallflowers in the nursery just because it was like smelling kind of weird in there from all the new like the rug and the furniture and like the paint, and it just needed to like kind of be, I needed like a different smell. I hated the smell in there. And then I took it out of the wall, and I had just put it in the closet in a basket like on our little organizer thing in the closet, and I guess it tipped over and like all the oil spilled out of it, which is annoying because it just like wasted that whole entire wallflower. But it also got the oil all over the top of the little cube organizer unit, and then I tried to like wipe it off, which I got all the oil off, but it like had left a mark, and then I was rubbing the mark, it sort of started like taking more of the finish off of it. So then I had Ken kind of like put some paint on it to see if that would make it look a little bit better because it just looked weird. Obviously we're gonna like store stuff on there, and it's in the closet, so it's like a super not a big deal, but it was just a dumb thing that I did. I should not have put in that basket, and I should have checked if it was upright or not. So that was just, I'm gonna spend a little more time in here, and then we're gonna go grab some dinner, and then I'm definitely gonna get back at this tomorrow and over the next couple days, because despite how much I have done, like this is still my view. So I'm like nowhere near anywhere close to like actually making visual progress other than here. Alright, I just finished getting ready. Like I showed you, I did my makeup a little bit ago, and then I just finished getting dressed. I like blew out my hair. It was looking like a hot mess. I threw on some new earrings. These are so fun. They're kind of like little triple hoops, and then this little jumpsuit that I am so in love with. It's kind of like smocked up here, and then definitely, this is maternity, but definitely is very roomy for the bump. And then I just have this little cardigan on just because it's like not chilly, but it's like 80 degrees, which for me means I need like a long sleeve shirt, a cardigan, like a sweatshirt, something. And then I threw these little kind of, I don't know, are these like kind of tribal-y looking gladiator sort of type sandals. I figured, even though this vlog was primarily meant to be like an organizing vlog, I figured I'll just bring you all along since I've already been kind of like vlogging what we've got going on today. So I'm finally like leaving the house since I've been cooped up in that room all day long. We're doing a little mom and dad and bump little date night. We just arrived. We're having dinner basically at the Panther Stadium, which is kind of cool. The actual restaurant, I don't think we've ever like, I've been to one place kind of around here. I don't know what this is. Is it like in this?
This is Clutch Kitchen Corner.
This is a cute little outdoor area too. We've never eaten in like this little area. Well, in this area, but this little complex, whatever this is. This is where we're going, Clutch Kitchen and Poorhouse, mostly because they have a very extensive French fry menu. So this is why we're here, because they have a literal section that says French fry platters. If anything has been me in life, it's this. And then Ken got a gyro, which we say that wrong, so I kind of hate saying it on the camera, because I know we say it wrong, but I'm excited. This basically has my name literally written all over it. This looks insane. And then there's a Ken sandwich. These fries just look like so crispy. I'm so excited. All right, let's do this. Come on, eat. We're in this like cute little new shopping center. We're gonna try out Swirl, which I've actually been wanting to go here for a minute. Faux dessert. All right, this is like a very dangerous place to bring a pregnant person. They have like way too much cool options. Like you can make any of these things, and then you can make your own cupcakes, and this is crazy. Okay, this is just a little smash, which they call it, which is like not an Oreo cookie, but like a cookie with Oreo in it. And then there's cream cheese frosting in there. And then this is what they call a squish, which you can pick whatever 2 cookies you want, and then whatever ice cream, whether chocolate or vanilla, and then whatever toppings. And they let you do unlimited toppings, which is pretty bananas. So this one has chocolate chips, Oreos, brownie pieces, and chocolate sauce. And we got a toffee chip cookie and then a chocolate chip cookie. This is primarily Ken's situation, which is funny because you pretty much always get whatever is like the chocolate. Like this is like the, you know what I mean?
It's usually my go-to.
There's never such a thing as like too much chocolate for him. I did the custom cupcake, so I got a red velvet cupcake and then cookie butter frosting with Oreos, Chips Ahoy, a couple little like frosted animal crackers, and then a little bit of sprinkles. You can't really see it that well. All right, we'll do a taste test.
There's only one? In the whole world?
There might be knockoffs, but yeah, I think so.
All right, let's hit it.
Is that even gonna be able to be eaten? Careful.
Oh, heck yeah.
Really? It's so good.
Ice cream sandwiches with cookies? Of course.
Sometimes it's hard to bite into an ice cream sandwich.
These cookies, the way they're made, they hold their shape. They don't crumble.
They're not crumble cookies.
No. The kind of ice cream.
Whoa. The cookie is so good. Oh, that's all I get?
Yep.
Toffee cookie was a good play, right? All right, I'm gonna try this smash witch. Ooh, look at you double fisting right now. The cream cheese filling is really fun. All right, but this is the, wait, how is one expected to get this?
No, you gotta fork that.
Wait, what?
You gotta eat that with a fork.
You eat it with a fork?
I would.
Oh, I honestly didn't even think of that. Because you can't really pick it up, it's gonna go everywhere. Yeah, okay. I love cookie butter. Or speculoos.
Oh yeah, it is. How much of this do you want?
I'm not sure yet. All right, here goes. You gotta try this. Your mouth is always full, so I can never share with you because you just always have your face stuffed.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Perfect combination. Epic combination.
Wow.
Get this combo that I just said.
Wow, that's really, really good.
I'm not gonna eat a lot of any of this because, you know. All right, it is a new day. We are back at it amongst all the things, and I got some super helpful advice yesterday from like friends and some of y'all on Instagram. I posted like so many questions like looking for advice, so now I feel like based on what I'm working with, I kind of have a better idea of like how much I'm gonna need of certain things. I've gotten like a lot of tips in terms of like how much to how much to have, and just like stuff about like laundry detergent. I feel like I've just gotten a lot of tips, so I'm gonna screenshot all of that. And then my cat just like shook his head and like got drool or something all over me. Ew. So anyway, I'm gonna dive into this pile. I definitely want to focus on clothes for this morning. It's like early in the morning, it's like 9:30, so I'm gonna try to work on this most of the day. Yesterday I kind of got like a later start, so I'm hoping to get through the clothes, and then I'm gonna probably have like a huge pile of returns. I already have like 2 Target bags of returns. So then I just wanna get through all of the clothes obviously before I go and do that. And then I'm starting to also realize, oh, I need my iPad, which is downstairs. But I'm also starting to realize like there's some stuff that I actually do need. I don't have much of certain things now that I'm like taking inventories, but I really want to like switch up where I'm getting a lot of my stuff, or his stuff I guess, because most of what I have so far I've gotten from like Target and Old Navy. Those are just kind of like where I end up shopping the most, or I have like a decent amount of Carter's like from Kohl's and stuff like that. But I kind of want to branch out. I did recently place an H&M order, but I haven't gotten that in yet, and that was mostly like accessories. It wasn't much clothes. So if y'all can let me know some of the places that y'all really like to get baby stuff, but like fairly affordable. My kid is not going to be bougie, that is for sure. Well, maybe eventually, but definitely not when they're growing so fast and like wearing stuff maybe only like 2 or 3 times, and then I'm gonna pack it away. So let me know where y'all really like to get baby stuff. I am so curious. I definitely want to like try out some other places, so leave that in the comments what y'all really like. We also don't normally let the cats in here. Like this door is usually closed, just obviously because I don't really want them like roaming all over the clothes, getting cat hair on them. So they're not usually allowed in here, and he's like hiding somewhere in here right now. But they get so excited whenever I'm in here because they're allowed in here, and this is like a jungle gym for them to like explore and climb and smell. I can't even see him right now, but he's having a great time. See what I mean? This is literally like, he's falling all over the place, but oh my gosh, Willie. Oh my gosh. What have you gotten yourself into? We are making some really good progress. You can see so much more of the floor right now. I'm just finishing going through the 3 to 6 month stuff, and honestly, like, in addition to the fact that I'm finding that I just kind of have maybe too much of certain things or not enough of other things, I'm also realizing like there's just some stuff in here that I bought either, you know, because it was on sale or whatever, and I just don't really like it. Like there are a couple like onesies in here, or like sleepers, that I'm not crazy about the like texture, like the material, which obviously I'm not wearing it, but like I just don't think he would be comfortable in it. It doesn't, I just feel like it should be a little softer, and some of them are just feeling like they're a little thin, and some of them I honestly just like don't like the pattern that much of anymore, and I just kind of like went ham and stocked up. Honestly, some things I'm just changing my mind about, so that's part of what I'm doing as well, kind of just making cuts based on necessity and then cuts based on things that I just don't like anymore. I'm kind of, that's sort of how I'm starting now almost. I'm like setting aside the things I really like and seeing how much I have of each thing that I love, like onesies and like sleepers and little outfit sets. Like how stinking cute is this little Mickey Mouse little outfit set, and the hood has little ears on it. So like things like that are just like way too cute, I'm like yes, and then stuff that I'm like on the fence about, I'm putting it to the side, and then counting how many of the things I love I have, and then potentially keeping some of the stuff I'm not crazy about, or honestly I might just end up returning some of the stuff that I'm not in love with, and like either getting different stuff. Like I said, I want to try other brands and other retailers. We just had a massive storm come rolling in literally out of nowhere, which stormy days, like rainy days, are perfect for this kind of stuff. Look at this progress. Like, do y'all see this? Look how much this floor is visible. I'm honestly making so much progress. I basically just have like these couple piles over here. This is the only like kind of big pile. All the rest of these piles only have like a handful of things in them. So I might be able to finish the clothes today, which would kind of be shocking. I wanted to do a really quick update before the end of the day, which it basically already is. I'm literally in pajamas. I meant to bring y'all along because we kind of went and did like a little date night again, kind of. We went out to kind of just like a local, I don't know, like little like street festival fair kind of thing. And I got actually kind of dressed up, kind of like last night. I'll put a picture here on the screen of what I wore because I've just been like living in jumpsuits. And as y'all saw last night, I wore, that was actually a maternity jumpsuit, but the one I wore tonight was not maternity, but it's amazing. I actually have it in 2 colors because I love it so much. And I got, you know, a little bit dressed up, which always feels nice. And we walked around and they had like a ton of vendors and they had music and, you know, like Italian ice and all that kind of stuff. But they had a vendor that did like knitting, I guess you would call it. And she had like all these little loveys that were like hand knit, like they kind of looked like, you know, like an Afghan kind of like blanket, like a hand knitted blanket, but they were loveys. And she had so many kinds and they were so cute. And I wish I had my camera so I could have like showed all of them because they were adorable. She had so many cute ones. She had like little Yodas and little octopuses and octopi and giraffes, and we were like trying to pick one because I have been wanting to get not necessarily like a hand stitched or hand knitted lovey, but one of those kind of like hand knitted like stuffed animals that kind of look like this. Just don't mind this sloth. My aunt gave that to me for the baby, but I've wanted one of those, and obviously they have a few on Etsy and stuff like that, but I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to just support, you know, like a local vendor. And so we were trying to pick one out, and then I turned around and I saw she had like hat, and there was a sloth one, and I was like, oh my gosh, do you make a sloth lovey? And she was like, I can, like, let me see if I can find a pattern, I guess, or whatever stitching people use to like follow a template. And she looked it up and she's like, it could look like this. And I was like, sold, like 100%. I was gonna buy one anyway, but I was like, if you can make a sloth one, yes, 100%. So I ordered that with her, which if I already have it by the time this video goes up, because all my videos are a little bit delayed just because I'm filming constantly, I will put a picture on the screen or I'll put a video on the screen of what it looks like because I'm so excited. I love that it's kind of like locally made. I love supporting like small businesses and like little mom and pop shops and side hustles and stuff like that. And I love that it's handmade. I love that it was like custom, like she's never made this before. So who knows, maybe she'll start like carrying that in her little like shop now. So excited, and I just love that I'm gonna have something kind of like custom made for him that we sort of like stumbled upon at this little fair for him to kind of grow up with. So anyway, I really wanted to show you like my outfit, what we ended up purchasing, and just kind of the whole vibe, and I didn't bring my camera. But anyway, I also wanted to give you a little update on the room here because I'm almost done with the clothes. Look how much of this room is completely cleared out. Like, y'all know you could not see this at this time yesterday. So all I have left is this tiny pile that has maybe 5 things in it, and then this little pile which has, I don't know, maybe 10 things in it, and then that's just like literally one coat with a couple hats, and that's it. And this is like 18 to 24 month stuff, I believe, so that's why there's not very much of it. And then this box, other than the 2 little bathrobes, is literally just like socks and hats, like basically just accessories. And I've already gone through that recently, so that's pretty much already been like whittled down and purged for the most part. I'm gonna go back through it once more just to like see if there's still like too much or too little of anything, and it basically just needs to go in that room and get put away. But everything else, like all the clothes that have been down here, have been hung up in the closet, put away in the drawers. Things are in, I'll call it their final destination, even though really eventually it's gonna need to like come back out and be washed and probably like refolded, but I still put it in there really nicely. It's a good aesthetic in there. I'm gonna do a separate video about like the organization and stuff, but I'm feeling really good about the clothes situation. I'm gonna try to just finish basically this last like tiny little pile and a half over here in the morning. It's the weekend, so I don't really want to like, obviously I want to like hang out with Ken and do fun stuff on the weekend and not necessarily be in here all day. So I think I'm gonna just do that in the morning, and then I'll probably end this vlog, and then because I feel like I probably already have a ton of footage, and then like obviously addressing all of this will have to be either its own video or multiple videos, honestly. But I made super good progress today. I'm super excited. I'll have to check back in with y'all once like this half of the room is clean. Like once it's clear on this whole half of the room, that's gonna be a huge milestone. And actually real quick before I go, this is the gigantic pile of stuff I'm returning. Like it's either stuff that I just decided like I didn't like the material or the design anymore, or it's just stuff I had way too much of. It's all of this stuff on top here that like didn't even fit in the bags. Plus I have 2 bags that are like literally full to the brim. So I probably have at least 3, if not like 3.5 or 4 full bags of stuff that's gonna go back primarily to Target, because that's just where I ended up getting most of the stuff from. So yeah, I made a lot of cuts. But I'm really excited. I mean, I'm just glad that I like made decisions. I kept what I really liked. I'm not keeping what I don't. And obviously if I end up needing more for whatever reason and like I'm returning too much, I can obviously always like make another Target run at some point when he's here if we end up needing more. But I honestly think I have plenty. Like I think I have more than enough, to be honest. Like, I think even with returning all this stuff, I think I still have like more than I will need. I'm not worried about it at all, but I'm excited that I've like purged and I've made a lot of decisions and I'm feeling good about it. Does anyone else's cat drink out of the toilet? Like my cat's recently started doing this, like maybe a couple months ago, and I think it's kind of funny, but I also think it's kind of freaking weird. Like he literally has an entire bowl of water in his little like room where his food and his litter box is. Like, why are you drinking out of the toilet bowl, you weirdo?